Sempre attivamente calma.
Glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Condors and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Condors head coach. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Commodores kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Condors offense will take the field first. And here comes the sophomore running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball. Keeps it on first down. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
Pulls it and runs it again. Could be an alley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Running inside, it's Alexander. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in Week 1.
Looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Doors! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
knew this offense wanted to come into this one, establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. This guy caps it off with a nice touchdown run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls it on the option. Might have a chance. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running to the left. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And it'll be the Condors have their offense in high gear. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Condors come to the line with a new set of downs. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He's already got 46 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield is Carter. Fires left. The short hands, it's Sherrill. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Maybe a crease.
You good?
Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Goes to the option. The option, he'll keep it. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Brings into the open. Snowed under by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And it'll be the Condors come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Condors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
This running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Keeps it himself. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Lets it fly. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. They go to the ground. Maybe some room here. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
He's trying to get it in. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the counter. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. 2nd and inch is a really good time to take a shot. To the air, it's Carter. Steps away to find some room. At the 45, on his way. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barnett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Give to the back. Runs through a tackle. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to throw, it's right. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And it'll be the Condors will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Touchback? We don't want no stinking touchback. Here he comes out of his end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Ball State Cardinals. And it's the Buckeyes looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country. Now back to your game in Nashville. This offense hits the half with some impressive scoring drives today. It's been a well-oiled machine, and if this keeps up, they could be approaching some school records today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Condors will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Sherrill. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Gets it to him on the screen. Sweet cut there. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's complete. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. There's some, and into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end. Touchdown, Vandy! And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. He'll do it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And it'll be the Condors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air. It's right. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Swings it out to the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Condors will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Strong, firm tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got a little grass. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Right here, but she is. Oh, your hands are freezing. What the hell?
You told me to touch.
We open the final period with a third down play. To throw, it's Carter. Gets it out fast. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Commodores trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Alexander. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed him forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we make it pretty good.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They go to the draw. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback keep. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Doing it himself again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Here's the give off the left side. There's a crease. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. And it'll be the Condors. They're moving quickly down the field. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the move, he fires. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Condors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finding some room, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Condor!
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They'll run play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw. It's right. Got his man on the right. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
Got enough space. Touchdown Doors. And the beatdown has ensued. He scores for the 5th time in this game. And he puts through the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To the air, it's right. Here comes the heat. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
They'll go to the air. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. And they got it. so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Used to be going there.